What's going on, everyone? Dorian here, and you are watching my new video. So today in this video I'm gonna show you the easiest way how to calculate your own macros. So your own individual macros. Either you're a man of 100 kilos of weight or you're a woman of 50 kilos of weight, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you and explain you exactly how to calculate your own individual macros. The second thing that I want to show you and explain you is BMR, which stands for basal metabolic rate, which stands also that is the calories that you burn without doing nothing. I will explain that through this video. The third thing that I want to show you is calories. So, how to calculate your own calories if you want to maintain weight, if you want to gain muscle, or if you want to lose fat in the end of the day, of course. And for the end, of course, I'm gonna show you exactly how to calculate your macronutrients for a man and for a woman, it doesn't matter. So how to calculate exactly your fats, your protein and your carbs, which you're gonna need on a daily basis depending on your activity. So if you're interested how to do it, grab your paper, grab your pen, and let's begin with this video. So I have a marker here, I have a paper here, and I simplified this in the easiest possible way out there, so you don't have to go on the internet to search for you how to calculate your macros, etc. I'm gonna give you everything on this video, so please hit that like button and the subscribe button and let's go. So guys, I already written everything on this board because otherwise this video will be too long. So if you cannot see this very good, if you have your paper and your pen, just follow every step that I'm talking about and write that down on your paper. And guys, maybe you don't know what everything here means, but every single step of these 4 steps that we are having here is very important to come to our goal in the end of this video. So make sure to follow every step and make sure to write it down. So as I already said, step number 1, guys, is to calculate our BMR. What that means, BMR? BMR is basal metabolic rate. That means that our body is burning calories when we are basically doing nothing. Why is that so? Because our body needs to live, of course. We need to breathe, we need to make our blood flowing, we need to grow our hair, grow our nails, our organs to work properly and everything. So that's why we are burning actually calories when we are basically doing nothing. If you sleep 24 hours, you will still burn the calories. So that's very important to calculate the BMR for the beginning. So we have formulas for BMR. We have formulas for a man and formulas for the woman. So first of all, grab your paper. First I will gonna show you the formula for the man. So it goes like this, already written. BMR, that's the calories that our body burn when we are doing nothing, as already said. So it goes. And that's gonna be the whole formula for the man. And now we are putting our numbers inside. So I put my number inside, of course, and I will show you with my numbers, but you put your own inside. So it goes like this. And now we'll simply calculate that, simply mathematics. And we got the number. Here's the magic number, 1900.2. That means, guys, that number is the calories that my body burns by doing nothing, simply to make my blood flowing, my heart beating, my organs running properly and everything. So this calorie, if I do whole day nothing, I will burn 1900 calories. So this is very important for you guys to write it down and to calculate your own BMR, because besides the fitness or soccer or job, you burn these calories by doing nothing. So when you add those calories from your workout to these calories, that's the amount that you burn through the whole day. So we're going right now to step number 2. Step number 2, guys, is to estimate your daily activity, and that number you must multiply with the calories that we got for our BMR. What that means? In this point, we have the numbers. We have the numbers from the lowest activity to the highest activity. And at this point, you must be very honest with yourself, guys. So don't lie to yourself like I'm very active or I'm not even active at all. So you must be very honest, because we have our numbers and I will show you right now. So it goes like this. 1.2 is very low activity. I will give you a sample. Sample is you are working at the office, like non-activity, not physical job. And besides the office job, when you got home, you do nothing. You're just going to sleep or something like that. So that's a very low activity. If you are very low active, you multiplied your BMR with the 1.2. Second one is low activity, and the number is 1.4. So again, sample. That's like non-physical job, but you're doing your chores, you're vacuuming, washing the dishes. So if you're low active, you multiplied 1.4 with your BMR. So now we got to the moderate activity, and that's 1.6. So I'm gonna go that is like most common for all of you guys out there, because it's like non-physical job, but you train 2 or 3 times per week. So that's, I think, mostly for all of you guys out there. Mostly I don't say that it's like that, but it's approximately like that. So it's a moderate, and you simply again multiply that number with the BMR. The next that we have is 1.8. That's a high activity. Sample of high activity is you have now physical job. So at the work you're moving, you have something, I don't know, box. And besides that, you're training 2 or 3 times per week. So again, most of you guys out there are also like that. So you multiply that number with the BMR. And the last thing is 2.0, or simply 2, number 2. It's very high activity. Sample of very high activity is again physical job. So you're moving at your job, you're always in a movement, and besides that you're working out or you're having sports, etc. But you're working out at least 3 times per week. So if you are very active, you put that number inside, and I'm going to show you right now. So in my example, I have 2 trainings per day, almost every day, I'm gonna say. And I'm very high active, because I burn on daily basis like 4,000 calories. So I will put the very high. So I'm gonna multiply my BMR, which is 1,900 calories, multiplied by 2. So that number is 3,800 calories. And that's our maintenance calories, guys. So my maintenance calories are 3,800. At this point you maybe think, okay, that's a big number. But once again, I'm going back. I'm having 2 trainings per day. And maybe these numbers and like maths and all the formulas seems a little bit rough. But trust me, almost 10 years it functioned very good with my clients and with myself. So I'm eating almost every day on a daily basis around 4,000 calories, and that's my maintenance. So we have here 3,800, so that's about it, and that's very true, trust me. Even though numbers are looking very rough, but trust me, it's very good. So my maintenance is 3,800 calories. The next step right now, when we have our maintenance calories, we wanna adjust our calories to our goals, guys. So what that means? That means if you wanna gain muscle or gain weight, or if you wanna lose fat, of course, in the end of the day. How are we gonna do that? It's approximately like universal is 20% up or down, but I'm gonna go with the golden number, and the golden number is 500, so 500 calories. So when we have already our maintenance calories, which are for me 3800, if I want to gain weight, I simply add 500 calories to gain weight. So it's 4300 calories to gain muscle. So if I want to gain muscle, I'm gonna eat every day around 4300 calories, which is also very correct. I also tried it and it's correct. If I want to lose fat, if I want to start with a summer shredding or something like that, I'm gonna simply subtract 500 calories from my maintenance calories, and there's gonna be 3800 minus 500, and it's 3300. That's gonna be my starting point for the summer shredding. So 3300, again, it's a maybe big number, but I'm a very active person, so for me that's not a big number, but you put your own numbers inside and you're gonna get your perfect number and honest number. But be honest once again with yourself. So my starting point of a cut is 3300 calories to lose fat. And now we are going to the last step number 4, and that, how it stands on the title, is to calculate our macronutrients. First of all, we want to know how many calories have 1 gram of each one of macronutrients. So first of all, fat has, per 1 gram, fat has 9 calories. So per 1 gram of fat we have 9 calories. 1 gram of protein gives us 4 calories, and 1 gram of carbs is exactly the same, 4 calories per 1 gram of carbs. So right now what we want to do is simply to calculate exactly how many fat do we need, exactly how many protein do we need, and exactly how many carbs do we need. I'm gonna go with the calories for losing fat with my cutting calories. If you want to maintain your weight, again, you take your maintenance calories. If you want to gain weight, you take your bulking calories, let's just say like that. So first of all, we want to calculate our protein. How to calculate our protein? So again, we have a numbers, and the numbers is simply 2 till 3 grams per kilos of body weight. Again, we have a golden number for 90% of you guys out there. It's 2.5 grams per kilo of body weight. But it also depends. At this point, it depends very much, first of all, of your activity. If you're very active, you're gonna need, of course, more protein than non-active person. And also, which is very important, the person who has 20% of body fat or even more is gonna need much less protein than person who is already like shredded, less than 10% of body fat, because that person gonna need a little bit more. So as I'm going through my cut, as I'm lowering my body fat, I'm increasing my protein. So it goes simply like that. Again, you must be honest with yourself. Let's just say for all of you guys, the golden number is 2.5, and that you multiply with your weight in kilos. But in my case, since I'm very like lean through the whole year, less than 12% of body fat, and I'm very active, I'm gonna go with the highest number in my case, so it's a 3. And simply I have 80 kilos, so simply 80 kilos multiplied with the number 3, so it's 3 grams per kilo. I'm gonna need 240 grams of protein every single day to eat. Again, maybe a big number, but I'm talking about myself. I'm gonna be shredded, I'm very active, I'm gonna need like big amount of protein, etc. It's just my numbers. You put your numbers inside. And now we got our protein. That's the first macronutrient. So I'm gonna eat 240 grams of protein. The next thing we wanna calculate is our fats. Now again, there are a bunch of people who likes eating like carbs very much. And if you're a person who eats more carbs than fat, for example your oats, your potato, your rice, sweet potato, etc., then you're going to go with the lower amount of fats, of course. When we are talking about the fats, it goes from 50% of your calories to 30% of your calories. So as I already said, if you're a carb guy or woman, then you're going with the lowest one. If you're something in between, then you find that you must find always the magical number. If you like your peanut butter, your avocado, your eggs, your nuts, etc. Then you're gonna go with the highest amount of fats, of course, and then you're gonna lower your carbs. In my case, I need a lot of carbs because carbs will give you that a little bit more energy at the sports. For example, I'm doing sports, I'm playing soccer, at the gym also, but doesn't mean like that. For many people out there, fats are better energy source than the carbs. For me, for example, carbs are priority, I can say like that. So I'm gonna go with the lowest amount of fats, and that's gonna be, I'm taking once again my calories from cutting phase. That's 3,300 calories, and I'm gonna simply multiply that with the 15%. As I already said, it goes from 15 to 30%. You must choose your percentage. So I'm gonna go with the lowest percentage because I wanna eat more carbs than fats. So it's 3,300 calories multiplied with the 15%, and that's gonna be 495 calories. Now we have a calories. How are we gonna calculate our fats, you're gonna ask yourself. So we have a 495 calories from fats. As we already know, 1 gram of fat have 9 calories. So we simply divide 495 calories with the number 9. And that's gonna be 55 grams. So I'm gonna need 55 grams of fat on a daily basis to eat. So now I'm having my protein already and I'm having my fat. The only one thing is left, guys, it's to calculate our carbs. How to calculate our carbs? Again, very simple math. When we already know our grams for our protein and fats, it's really easy to calculate our macros. So I have 240 grams of protein. So that's, for per 1 gram, it's a 4 calories. I'm gonna simply multiply 240 multiplied with the 4, and that's 960 calories of protein. So I'm eating on a daily basis 960 calories just from proteins. Now from fat, 55 grams of fat multiplied with the number of per 1 gram, it's a 9, so it's 495 calories. So right now we have just the last number. We simply add these two numbers together. So 960 plus 495 equals 1455. What that means now? Now that's the calories that we simply subtract from our calories that we want to eat. So I'm again subtracting from my cutting calories, and that's 3,300 minus these calories, calories from the protein and from the fats. So it's minus 1,455, and it equals, guys, 1,845 calories. Now when we're having calories, again, that's the calories that I'm gonna eat simply only from the carbs. And since we know 1 gram of carb is 4 calories, simply we're gonna divide these calories, 1,845 divided by 4. And the number here is 460, guys. So now I'm finally having exactly my calories for the cutting phase, my starting calories, and my starting macronutrients. I'm gonna eat for the start 3,300 calories, 240 grams of protein, 55 grams of fat, and 460 grams of carbs. So that's my starting point, guys. And it's really simple to calculate that. As we are talking already of summer shredding and cutting phase, because now it's that phase, how to lose our weight. That's our starting point, right? So the best and the perfect weight to lose fat, again for men, it's gonna be 0.5 to 1 kilo per week. And what's most important is progress, that we are progressing. So we must be at that like number from 0.5 to 1 kilo per week losing fat. And for the woman, it's 0.3 till 0.6 per week. So it's not the same. We not want to lose our fat too fast. We want to have like constant progress from the start that we are starting the cut and till the end. Of course, with every one of you guys out there, in one point the cut will gonna stop, losing fat will gonna stop. And what you're gonna do then? When the losing fat stops at one point, you simply subtract 200 calories either from your fats, either from your carbs. And then it's your choice. Subtract it from your carbs or from your fat. I will suggest to you guys that your protein levels are always the same. So it's really simple. If I'm eating 3,300 calories and I'm stopped after 2 weeks, I'm gonna simply next week eat 3,100 calories. And that goes till the end. Like next week, again, when I stop losing fat, I again subtract 200 calories till I'm still losing the fat. From 3,300 calories, I can go to 1,500 calories, for example. If it's progressed, if I'm losing fat like 0.5 to 1 kilo per week, I'm gonna simply always subtract the 200 calories until I'm satisfied, of course, until the cut is ended. Also the same thing with the gaining weight. If you start gaining muscle, you simply add 200 calories, and your choice is if you're gonna add it from the fats or from the carbs. Once again, I said you prefer energy, either is fats, either is carbs, what you wanna eat, what you like to eat, you lower the opposite of that. I don't want this video to be too long. I think I said already everything in this video, so I try to simplify it best possible way. I don't know if you see this map behind me, but I hope that you have written everything as I walk you through this whole video. If you have written, it's very simple to do the maths and to calculate your own macros. So guys, if I have helped you, which I hope that I did, I put my effort in, so please drop the likes, hit that subscribe and notification button. Put the comments down below which kind of videos do you want to see. If you want to see more videos like this when I'm explaining like macros, cheat days or something like that, because I'm working also with my clients besides the YouTube, so I'm gonna explain gladly to you guys also, and everything is for free. So thank you once again for watching, and we see us on my next video, guys.